And what does David do? And here is the crucial moment in this that started with this 24-hour period of Achish. And here's what he says. Verse 6. The people spoke of stoning him because the soul of all the people was grieved, every man for his son and for his daughters. But David strengthened himself in the Lord his God. Now, David strengthened himself in the Lord his God. He did that before he did something. Then we read in the very next verse, or actually verse 8, one verse later. So David inquired of the Lord. Wow. Now get this. David inquired of the Lord after he strengthened himself. What does that mean? David recognized he was low in faith. David recognized that when I come to God, I have to come to him believing he will act. And right now, I don't really believe he will act. I have got to get myself into a place of faith in God before I inquire of God. Now, that's kind of the opposite of us. We find out that they can lay us off, and the first thing we do is, oh God, they're going to fire me. I'm going to get laid off. I don't have any money. I don't have enough of my savings. I got like enough to live for 6 days. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Immediately we go to God before we're full of faith. In fact, we come to God absolutely depleted of faith and expect him to move. David understood the principle. And the principle is never ask God to do something when you don't have faith. Always strengthen yourself in the Lord before you inquire of him. So what did David do to strengthen himself? What was it that David could do to stir up this faith? Well, here's some of the things he did. And he writes about it. He says this in Psalm 77, looking back at that very moment. He said, I said this in my anguish. When everything was going against him, his anguish, I will remember the years of the right hand of the Most High. I will remember the works of the Lord. I will remember your wonders of old. He remembered these 3 things. The years of the Lord. He said this in Psalm 71:17. You have taught me from my youth. You have been with me through the bear. You have been with me through the lion. I taught me from my youth. He remembers the works of God. You helped me kill the bear. You helped me kill the lion. You helped me kill Goliath. I give thanks to you. And he wrote this in Psalm 75:1. We give thanks for your wondrous works. Declare that your name is near us. He knew that if I can strengthen myself, and I remember that when I go out, God's name is near me. God is not separated from his name. If he is Jehovah Rapha, he is God who is healing. He is not a God who used to heal. He is a God who is healing. Inherent in his name is what he is. He is not a God that does not have his acts commensurate with his name. His name and his acts are inseparable. You cannot take them away. He is a God of justice, Jehovah Mishpat, and he will perform justice. He is not a God that does not do his name. That's why I wrote that book, 365 Names, Characteristics, and Attributes of God, because I'm reminding me what God has done for me, what God has done for you, what God has done for everyone who will trust in him. That's why I wrote that book, because I too wanted to remind myself what God has done. The wonders of God. Deuteronomy 7:19. The great trials which your eyes saw, the signs and the wonders, the might and the outstretched arm by which the Lord your God brought you out. So the Lord God, your God, shall do to all the peoples of whom you are afraid. In other words, stop being afraid, because God is about to act, and his name and his acts are about to be seen, and that results in his glory. Because God only gets glory for doing things no man can do. If a man can do it, that doesn't bring God glory. Only what he only can do brings God glory. So he remembered. He started thinking, okay, I know who God is. I have been taught his names. He will be everything his name is. He will be for me. His name is near me. Okay, what are his names? You can almost hear him going through this list. Jehovah Sidkenu is with me. The Lord, my righteousness, pure in action, the morally perfect one is with me. Jehovah Mishpat, the Lord, my justice, the unbiased, impartial one is with me. Jehovah Chesed, the Lord who is merciful, the loving, kind, courteous, overlooking one is with me. Jehovah Makedesh, the Lord who sanctifies, the pure, clean, without stain one is with me. Jehovah Megan, the Lord, my shield, the protecting, hiding, overshadowing one is with me. Jehovah Shalom, the God of peace, the calm, safe, content, preparing one is with me. Jehovah Shammah, the Lord who is there, the directed, patient, revealing, disclosing one is with me. Jehovah Rapha, the Lord is healing, creating, righteous, restorative one is with me. Jehovah Yireh, the Lord provides, knowing, seeing, giving one is with me. Jehovah Nissi, the Lord, the victorious banner, the offensive, advancing one is with me. The Lord, Jehovah Nagad, the Lord who predicts, the omniscient, foretelling one is with me. Jehovah Abba, the Lord of love, the patient, kind, gracious, caring, empathetic one is with me. Jehovah Elohim, the Lord is worthy of worship, glorious, incomparable, all-powerful one is with me. The Lord, Jehovah Kwana, the Lord is jealous, the love-stricken, angry one is with me. Jehovah Elyon, the Lord supreme God, deliverer and possessor of all that exists is with me. Jehovah Olam, the Lord is eternal, the uncaused, self-existent one is with me. Jehovah Hayah, the Lord is self-sufficient, great I am, self-sustaining, self-creating one is with me. Jehovah Kadosh, the Lord is holy, pure and undefiled, uncompromised one is with me. Jehovah El Shaddai, the Lord Almighty, omnipotent, all-powerful, infinite, and strength one is with me. Jehovah Oar, the Lord is light, luminous, glowing, radiant one in the midst of great darkness is with me. Jehovah Kabod, the Lord of weighty glory, the radiant, rich, splendorous one is with me. That's who's with me. And he will not fail to act on my behalf. because I have kept myself before him. He has a plan for my life. He helped me kill the lion. He helped me kill the bear. He helped me kill Goliath. He helped me escape Saul. Nothing is going to stop my purpose that God put me here to do. He remembered what Samuel had said and prophesied over him, how great he would become, the king that he would be, the victories he was going to win over his enemies. He remembered this. He remembered that God has chosen him before he was ever born. And he wrote the verse, your eyes saw my substance being yet unformed. And in your book they were written for me, the days fashioned for me when as yet there was none of them. David knew the greatness of God would prevail. He knew if he could find God's plan, it would work. Now, David was full of faith. Now, he was ready to inquire of God. And so what happens? Well, he inquires of God, and God says, go get him. And it just so happens, as they're going to get him, David runs into this Egyptian slave in the middle of the desert. Just so happens. You got tens of thousands of square miles of desert, and it just so happens they stumble